What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. So unsurprisingly, we actually got an updated release candidate for iOS 16.5 today. So it's a Monday, which is strange as it is, plus having the RC drop last week. We usually don't get a second RC. Usually it's a regular build that'll be released at the same time as the public gets the newest build. Having said that, we did get this today, unsurprisingly. It's installing right now, as you can see. So I'm curious to see what sort of bug fixes they squashed. Is it something new in relation to Matter? Is it something new that they discovered on the back end? Is it in relation to battery life? Is it in relation to the overheating issue that's being experienced? Is it the fluidity of the system? Or is it finally a fix for that notification shade toggle that comes in square and kind of glitches out into the rounded corners that have been discussed to a underlying extent at this point? I mean, it's been kind of crazy how long it's went through betas and public releases. But aside from that, let us go ahead and finish installing this baby. Take a look at it, look at the build number, see what's different, and I'm still anticipating seeing the public release of iOS 16.5 tomorrow or Wednesday. Apple already announced last week that it will be out this week, so this could just be putting developers on the same build that'll be released tomorrow. It doesn't necessarily mean a delay, but clearly there was something that they found from last week to this week to warrant an updated RC build. Let's take a look. All right, so the second release candidate just finished installing. As you can see here, iPhone has been updated to iOS 16.5. Let's go ahead and unlock this baby. And first things first, I can tell right off the bat, but let's do the upgrade temp check. It is actually a lot cooler than what we were experiencing last week. Nothing even in the hundreds. Yeah, nothing over 97 degrees really, so that is a good sign right off the bat. We were experiencing a lot of overheating when these devices were upgrading, and basically the thermal management, if you guys don't know, on iPhones are terrible. Android phones do it so much better. It's pretty disappointing to see what Apple does with that. But anyways, long story short, that's for another day. Let's jump into the settings. Obviously, we're not going to see any new features here, but going into the build, you can see here we are now running 20F66, and I do believe last build was 20F65. I don't have a picture, I apologize for that. Once you jump into it, you can see as well, it is the exact same notes as we were anticipating. For those of you that haven't really kept up or know what's new in 16.5, it is a very underwhelming small release. It basically adds some changes to the sports section in the Apple News app. You have also the now change to where you can say, hey, you know what, screenshot or screen share, and it'll start a screen recording session. You also have some fixes, as you can see here, for screen time settings may not reset or sync across devices. The also fix with Spotlight, where it became unresponsive and the keyboard wouldn't even come up, and addressing an issue where podcast and CarPlay may not load content. So nothing new there. Again, we're not anticipating any new features per se in here. If you guys did miss our last video showing that really the only surprise changing feature, let me unlock this for you, is the new Pride wallpaper. And if you actually go into it and want to look at it, you can see just what changed. And I'm sorry, I went to the wrong setting. Let's create a new one. And you can see now down here, that new wallpaper. A lot of people like it. I think it actually looks a little rough with the white on white in some areas. You have to kind of tweak it to see the best view. A lot of people were complaining that seeing the font was very hard. But yeah, aside from that, that's really it, guys. Nothing else new. Hopefully this build will be the final one. I'm anticipating, again, the 16.5 full release to the public tomorrow on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. It'll still happen this week. It's just what day will be decided. Having said that, please keep an eye on the channel as well. iOS 16.6 is in testing, and the first beta for that should be out at the same time. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.